Good morning, everybody out there on the Conde Facebook. I have with me my sidekick, Doug DeWitt, and he's the transfer paper guy. Doug, what have you got in store for our folks?
Well, David, as far as what's in store for people on the Transfer Paper Forum, on the Condetv forum, and on Condetv in general, we've got an exciting new webinar that's taking place next week. We're going to run it Thursday, April 6th, from 10:30 a.m. to 12 noon Central Daylight Time. Now, I want to remind everyone, we are on daylight time here in beautiful Mobile, Alabama, so make sure to set your time accordingly to tune in to our upcoming webinar.
Doug, can you tell us what the webinar is all about?
Well, as far as the content of the webinar, I basically based it on this fact, David. As we can see laid out in front of us, we've got all these different types of shirts and all these different types of in-printed products. Sometimes you might have to deal with material content. Sometimes you might have to deal with the color of the garment. Sometimes you might have to deal with the artwork, trying to put all that together to get the best result that you can possibly deliver. Now, of course, out there are all these different brands of t-shirt transfer papers, and all of them have a particular application, and eventually you just kind of get to the air of frustration. You're just like, my goodness, what paper do I use with this product? But that is the focus of our webinar. Our webinar is called, Which Transfer Paper Do I Use on This? And what it simply is, David, it's a thorough overview of just about every t-shirt transfer paper on the market. We're going to discuss these papers in detail and give you all the finer points about exactly how these papers operate, what type of printer they go through, what type of artwork works best with them, the material content you need to apply, different color schemes, things of that nature. So basically, we're going to cover all these points so that people out there have the knowledge of which paper is going to produce the best result for what they need to do.
That's awesome. I'll tell you this, over these many years, we have seen an incredible number of new transfer paper technologies out there, both for inkjet and color laser, but mainly the color laser world. And then with the advent of the Oki white printers, now we can do incredible magic. And so the world of transfer papers is just going to keep growing and doing amazing things out there. So I recommend you tune in to this webinar. If you're unable to tune in, yes, we will record the webinar. We will post it on Condetv for you to view later. And I'm sure there'll be some sort of exciting offer or something to get your attention. Right, Doug?
Oh, absolutely, David. There are always exciting offers with every webinar or video that we do, what we call a call to action, because we want to make sure that you understand just how important this education is that we're delivering to you. So we're encouraging you to tune in so that not only can you gain some knowledge, and of course knowledge is power, but that you can also get a nice prize to go along with it, just to encourage you to try these applications out and expand your business.
And that's a good thing. You know, what I tell people is that it's our job to do everything in our power to help you be successful, because if you're successful, then there's every opportunity for you to buy products from us and to grow your business. And that's what it's really all about. And Doug and I both work in the trenches all day long, and we love it. You know, I drink the sublimation coffee, and of course Doug drinks the transfer paper coffee, and we love what we do. It's a lot of fun. And I got to tell you, there is a bunch of new transfer papers and things like that about to hit the market here at Conde. So I think it's never a dull moment as we look to break through what we refer to as our comfort zone, moving outside of what we could do yesterday. I used to tell people when they asked me, can I do this? And I would say no, because I really didn't know a way. And I've been proven wrong so many times. Now I say, well, I don't know a way. I had a person call me this morning, and they're transferring to a very low temp kind of fabric. I think it's like a PVC-backed kind of material. And I said, you know, maybe our forever low temp would allow you to do that with an Oki white. So we're here to serve you, and we look forward to it. I'm going to get Bobby to post the link on our Facebook page for the webinar. And we thank you. Any parting words there, Doug?
Yes, make sure to check Facebook for a link to this webinar. As a reminder, it is going to be Thursday, April 6th, 10:30 a.m. to 12 noon Central Daylight Time. If for some reason you can't get the link off of our website or off of Facebook, contact your account manager and we will email that link to you. We're going to try to set a record here for the most viewed webinar at Conde. So everybody pile on and make sure you attend and we'll all have a good time.
Yeah, and one final comment. One of the great things about the webinar is you'll be in listen-only mode, but you can and should submit your questions to Doug, and as time permits, we will answer the questions either during the webinar or at the end. So that's really a great opportunity with a guy Doug's caliber. So this has been David Gross with Doug DeWitt. Thank you for watching. We look forward to seeing you at the webinar.